Smarpami Shri Devi Deva Namaha Shri Guru Namaha Om Pavitra Pavitra Hova Sarvashtatangato Piva Yasmarat Kundari Kaksham Sabaya Bantara Suchi Abahanam Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurudeva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya Om Suklam Bharadram Vishnum Sashivanam Chaturjam Prasada Bharadram Dhyaye Sarva Vigno Pashantaye Om Shanti 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 Om Brahmanadam Paramasukaram Kevalam Janamurtim Danvatitam Ganga Sardasham Tattvamasaraksham Ekam Nityam Bimalam Archalam Sarvari Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunartitam Satpurutam Namami Yam Om Gurubhyo Namaha Om Gurubhyo Namaha Om Gurubhyo Namaha Shri Sataya Namaha Om Shri Sanataya Namaha Vahanam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanataya Namaha Asanam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahapajam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahargyam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahajal Archanam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahasananam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahakashanam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahakashanam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahakushtanam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahakushpam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahadupam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahadipam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahanavijam Smarpayami Om Shri Sanatana Mahajal Smarpayami Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Kandalanda Mandalakaram Vikrena Chakaram Tatpadam Deshtam Nena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha The Guru, the Guru creates new life, and the devotee sustains it and destroys all limitations. He is truly one with the Supreme Reality. To that great Guru, salutations. Salutations to the great Guru who reveals that state of supreme consciousness which permeates all of creation, both animate and inanimate. Shri Sanatanama Namaskaram Smarpayami. Arti Smarpayami. Shri Shri Sai Baba Namaha. Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Shri Sai Hare Bhaktajanam Samrakshaka Bhaktajanam Samrakshaka Shri Maheshwara Jai Jagadish Hare Shri Vararam Shri Dharam Sarva Pranapataye Swami Sarva Pranapataye Ahashita Kalpanatika Ahashita Kalpanatika Abadana Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Gurudev Mariam Tayani Swami Mariam Tayani Narara Brahma Jagannatha Narara Brahma Jagannatha Naganjaya Sharaya Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Hare Shiva Sai Mahadeva Shirdi Sai Mahadeva Mangala Harati Ahanuka Mangala Harati Ahanuka Mandara Giri Hari Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Narayana Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Narayana Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Jai Sadguru Deva Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu 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 loka samasta. Sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Akilanda Koti Brahma Dinayanaka Rajadi Rajyogi Raja Pada Brahma Satchitananda Smatsat Guru Shri Bhagavan Shirdi Sai Maharaj Ki Jai. Akilanda Koti Brahma Dinayanaka Rajadi Rajyogi Raja Pada Brahma Satchitananda Smatsat Guru Shri Nandamaina Maharaj Ki Jai. Akilanda Koti Brahma Dinayanaka Rajadi Rajyogi Raja Pada Brahma Satchitananda Smatsat Guru Shri Bhagavan Shankaracharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Paramam bhavipram baha vibhutim paramam vichitram Lela vibhutim paramahat maestradamaksha pradatam baha vibhutim etamam smarami Sai Baba vibhutim satatam smarami Shirdi Sai vibhutim Manasam Smarami. Om. 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 Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityaram Amritam Gamaya Shanti 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 Sana Bhavantu Sanu Bhunatu Sahaviryam Karvavavahai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Bhavidvishavahai Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sai Shri Sai Jai Jai Sai. Blessed and Holy Thursday to all here now. Jai Gurudev. We're moving into our weekly reading of the Shri Sai Satcharita, the book of Baba's Leela's divine sport. And we move to chapter 27. This chapter describes how Sai Baba favored his devotees by granting them religious books after he had touched and consecrated them for regular reading and certain other matters. When a man takes a plunge into the sea, he gets the merit of bathing in all the tirthas and sacred rivers. Similarly, when a man takes refuge at the feet of a Sadguru, he gets the merit of bowing to the Trinity, i.e. Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, and also Parabrahma. Victory be unto Sri Sai, the wish-fulfilling tree and the ocean of knowledge, who gives us self-realization. O Sai, create in us reverence for your stories. Let the readers and the audience devour them with the same relish with which the Chatik bird drinks the water from the clouds and becomes happy. While listening to your stories, let them and their families get all the true and pious emotions. Let their bodies perspire. Let their eyes be full of tears. Let their breath be steady. Let their minds be composed. Let their hair stand on end. Let them cry, sob, and quiver. Let their hostilities vanish. When these things happen, That is a sign of the grace of the Guru drawing upon them. When these emotions grow in you, the Guru is most pleased and will certainly lead you on the path of self realization. The best way, therefore, to get free of the shackles of Maya is our complete and wholehearted surrender to Baba. The Vedas cannot take you across the ocean of Maya. It is only the Sadguru who can do so and make you see the God in all creatures. Granting a consecrated book. The various methods of imparting instructions followed by Baba have already been noticed in the previous chapters. In this, we shall deal with one aspect of it. It was a habit of some devotees to take to Baba some religious books, of which they wanted to make a special study, and to receive the same back from him. After they were touched and consecrated by him, while reading such books daily, they felt that Baba was with them. Once Kaka Mahanjin came to Shirdi with a copy of Eknath Bhagavad. Shama took this book to read in the masjid. There, Baba took it from him, touched it, turned some pages here and there, gave it back to Shama, and asked him to keep it with him. When Shama said that it belonged to Kaka and he had to return it, "No, no," replied Baba. "As I have given it to you, you better keep it. It will be of use to you." In this way, many books were entrusted to Shama. Kaka Mahanjin, after a few days, came again with another copy of the same book and gave it to Baba in his hand. Then Baba gave it back as prasad and asked him to preserve it well, and assured him that it would stand him in good stead. Kaka accepted it with reverence. Shama and Vishnu Sarashanam. Shama was a very intimate devotee of Baba, and Baba wanted to favor him in a particular way by giving him a copy of the Vishnu Sahasranam, the 1,000 names of Vishnu, as prasad. This was done in the following way. Once, Ramadasi, the followers, saints of Ramadas, came to Shirdi and stayed there for some time. The routine he followed daily was as followed. He got up early in the morning, washed his face, bathed, and then after wearing saffron-colored clothes and besmearing himself with sacred ashes, read Vishnu Sahasranam, a book giving 1,000 names in praise of Vishnu, and held, second in importance, the Bhagavad Gita and Adhyatma Ramayana with faith. He read these books very often. After some days, Baba thought of favoring and initiating Shama with the Vishnu Sahasranam. He therefore called the Ramadasi to him and said to him, he was suffering from intense stomach pain, and unless he took some sonomukhi, a mild purgative drug, the pain would not stop, so he should please go to the bazaar and bring it back. The Ramadasi closed his book and went to the bazaar. Then Baba came from his seat to the Ramadasi's place of reading and took out the copy of the Vishnu Sahasranam, and after coming back to his seat, said to Shama, "Shama, this book is very valuable and efficacious, so I present it to you. You read it." Once I suffered intensely, and my heart began to palpitate, and my life was in danger. At that critical moment, I hugged this book to my heart, and then, Shama, what a relief it gave me. I thought Allah Himself came down and saved me. So I give this to you. Read it slowly, little by little. Read it daily, one name at a time, at least, and it will do you good. Shama replied that he did not want it, and that the owner of it, the Ramadasi, who was bad-tempered, obstinate, and irritable fellow, would certainly pick up and quarrel with him. Besides, being a rustic himself, he could not read distinctly the Sanskrit, Devangari script text of the book. Shama thought that Baba wanted to set him up against the Ramadasi by this act of his, but he had no idea what Baba felt for him. Baba must have thought to tie his necklace and Vishnu Sahasranam around his neck of Shama, and he was an intimate devotee, though a rustic, and thus save him from the miseries of worldly existence. The efficiency of God's name is well known. It saves us all from sins and bad tendencies, frees us from the cycles of births and deaths. There is no easier sadhana than this. It is the best purifier of our mind. It requires no paraphernalia and no restrictions. It is so easy and so effective. This sadhana Baba wanted Shama to practice. Though he did not crave for it, so Baba forced this on him. It is also reported that long ago Eknath Maharaj similarly forced the Vishnu Sahasranam on a poor Brahmin neighbor and thus saved him. The reading and study of this Vishnu Sahasranam is a broad, open way of purifying the mind, and hence Baba thrusts this on his devotee Shama. The Ramadasi returns soon with the Sanapads. Anna Chitkar, who was then present and wanted to play the part of Narad, the celestial Rishri, who was well known for setting up confrontations between gods and demons, informed him of what happened. The Ramadasi at once flared up. He came down at once at Shama with real fury. He said that it was Shama who set Baba to send him away, under the pretext of the stomachache, for bringing the medicine to thus took away the book. He began to scold and abuse Shama and remarked that if the book was not returned, he would dash him in the head. Shama calmly remonstrated without him, but in vain. Then Baba spoke kindly to him as follows: "O Ramadasi, what is the matter with you? Why are you so turbulent? Is not Shama our boy? Why do you scold him unnecessarily? How is it that you are so quarrelsome? Can you not speak soft and tender words? You read these sacred books daily, and still your mind is agitated, and your passions are uncontrolled. What sort of Ramadasi are you? You ought to be indifferent to all things. It is not strange that you should possess this book so strongly. A true Ramadasi should have no matman or attachment, but have samata, equality, towards all. You are now quarreling with Shama for a mere book. Go take your seat. Books can be held in plenty with money, but not men. Think well and be considerate. What worth is your book? Shama had no concern with it. I took it up myself and gave it to him. You know it by your heart. I thought Shama might read it and benefit thereby, and so I gave it to him." How sweet were these words of Baba, soft, tender, and nectar-like. Their effect was wonderful. The Ramadasi calmed down and said to Shama that he would take Panchriti Gita in return. Shama was much pleased and said, "Why one? I shall give you 10 copies in return." So the matter was ultimately settled. The question for consideration is, why should the Ramadasi press for the Panchrita Gita, a book for which he never cared to know, or why should he, who read daily religious books in the masjid in front of Baba, quarrel with Shama before him? We do not know how the appropriation of the blame and whom to blame. We only say that had the incident not happened, the importance of the subject, the efficiency of God's name, and the significance of the Vishnu Sahasranam would not have been brought home to Shama. So we see that Baba's methods of teaching and initiating was unique. In this case, Shama did gradually study the book and mastered its concepts to such an extent that he was able to explain it to Professor G.G. Nark M.A. The Vital Vision. One day, while Kakasheb Dixit was in meditation after his morning bath in the Wada at Shirdi, he saw the vision of Vital. When he went to see Baba afterwards, Baba asked him, "Did Vital Patil come? Did you not see him? He is very elusive. Hold him fast, otherwise he will give you the slip and run away." Then, at noon, a certain hawker came there with 20 to 25 pictures of the Vatal for sale. Mr. Dixit was surprised to see that the form of Vatal he saw in meditation was exactly tailed with the picture, as he was also reminded of Baba's words. He therefore bought one picture most willingly and kept it in his shrine for worship. The Gita Rahasyaya. Baba always loved those who studied Brahma Vidya, metaphysics, and encouraged them. To give an instance, once Bapu Shabjog received a post parcel. It contained a copy of the Gita by Lokomayan Tikalak. Taking it under his armpit, he came to the masjid and prostrated before Baba. When the parcel fell at Baba's feet, Baba inquired what it was. It was opened and the book was placed in Baba's hand. He turned some pages here and there for a few minutes, took the book out and a rupee from his pocket, placed it on the same with the rupee, and said, "Here to Jog, read this completely, and you will be benefited." Mr. and Mrs. Kapart. Let us come to close this chapter with a description of the Kapartis. Once Dashisheb came with his family and lived in Shirdi for some months. Dashisheb was not an ordinary man. He was affluent and a most famous advocate of Amravati, and was a member of the Council of State in Delhi. He was intelligent, a very good speaker. Still, he dared not open his mouth before Baba. Most devotees spoke and argued with Baba off and on, but the only three, Kapondre, Nulark, and Bhuti, kept always silent. They were meek, modest, humble, and good-natured. Dadasheb, who was also expounded the Panchadashi to others, uttered no words when he came to the masjid before Baba. A man, however learned he may be even in the Vedas, fades away before one who has realized Brahman and becomes one with it. Learning cannot stand before self-realization. Dadasheb stayed for 4 months, but Miss Kakusheb stayed for 7. Both were highly pleased with their stay in Shirdi. Mrs. Kakusheb was faithful and devout and loved Baba deeply. Every noon she brought Nevadium herself to the masjid, and after it was accepted by Baba, she used to return it and take her meals. On seeing her steady and firm devotion, Baba wanted to exhibit to others. One noon she bought a dish containing sanza, puris, rice, soup, and kheer. And on another Sunday, articles of the masjid, Baba, who usually waited for hours, got up at once, went up to his seat, and removed the cover from his dish, began to partake of the things zealously. Shama then asked him, "Why this partility? At times you throw away dishes. Of others you don't care to look at them, but this appeals to you earnestly. Why is this dish brought by this lady so sweet? This intrigues us." Baba then explained, "This food is really extraordinary. In former births, this lady was a merchant's fat cow, yielding much milk. Then she disappeared and took birth in a gardener's family. Then in a Kshatriya family and married a merchant. Then she was born in a Brahmin family. I saw her after a very long time. Let me take some sweet morsels of love from this dish." After saying this, Baba did full justice to her dish, washed his mouth and hands, belched out as he was fully satisfied, and resumed his seat. Then she bowed down and began to shampoo Baba's legs, and he began to talk with her and knead her arms, which were shampooing his legs. On seeing this, on seeing the service, Shama began to joke and said, "It is going on well. It is a wonderful sight to see God and his bhaktis serving each other." After being pleased with sincere service, Baba asked her in low and fascinating tone to chant Rajaram, Rajaram, then and always, and said, "If you do this, your life's object will be achieved. Your mind will obtain peace, and you will be immensely benefited." To persons unfamiliar with spiritual matters, this might appear as a polite gesture, but really, it was not so. It was a case of what is technically called Shaktipat, transference of power from the Guru to the disciple. He was effective where Baba's words, in any aspirants, they pierced her heart and remain there. This cast illustrates the nature of religions that should subsist between the Guru and the disciple. Both should love and serve each other as one. There is no distinction nor any difference between them. Both are one, and one cannot live without the other. The disciple placing his head at the Guru's feet is a gross or outward vision. Really and internally, they are both one and the same. Those who see any difference between them are yet unripe and not perfect. Bows to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Om Sai Sri Sai. Jai Jai Sai. Sai Shri Sai Jai Jai Sai Jai Guru Jai Guru Var. Happy Thursday. Sai Shri Sai Jai Jai Sai. Peace and blessings to all those who are here. Millie, Victor, Dee, Kat, Laura. Good morning. As you guys know, this Sunday will be our new moon fire ceremony. The peak will be during the live event. So please join us Sunday night as we're coming into this final segments of full surrender into this lunation, as we constantly forgive and release the things that are holding us back, not serving us, or not lifting us in the direction that we feel that is the direction of best service. And remember that through surrender, it doesn't mean giving up, but it means openly accepting and being present with what is. As we move through this day, may Baba's blessings be with you through your steps, through your moments. May you be of service to others. May you feel the light of the great Creator and feel like I need to read this again. Both the guru and the disciple should love and serve each other as one. There's no distinction nor any difference between them. Both are one and cannot live without the other. The disciple placing his head at the guru's feet is a gross outward vision. Really and internally, they are both one and the same. Those who see any difference between them are yet unripe and not perfect. Om Sai Shri Sai Jai Jai Sai. We are all one as we surrender to the divine, to the guru, to our holy preceptor. We merge back into the source of unity. May it be so. Om Tat Sat Om. Hari Om. Jai Ma. See you later, everyone.